Welcome back to the Daily Threat, your go-to source for the latest cybersecurity news and analysis. We've got a jam-packed episode with some critical stories that highlight the evolving landscape of cyber threats. Let's dive right in. Our first story today comes from Microsoft, where they've recently faced a significant security incident involving a password reset attack. Attackers leveraged weaknesses in the Azure cloud environment to gain unauthorized access to customer support tools. This breach allowed them to view, but not modify, certain source code repositories. So, how did the attackers manage to pull this off? According to Microsoft, the attack was possible due to poor implementation of multi-factor authentication, MFA, within the affected customer support tools. Essentially, the attackers exploited gaps in MFA protections, highlighting the critical importance of robust authentication measures and safeguarding sensitive systems. Now, what does this mean for businesses? Well, it underscores the urgency of adopting strong authentication practices, including robust MFA implementations. Additionally, organizations should regularly review and update their security configurations to mitigate similar risks. Our next headline takes us to GitHub, the popular platform for hosting code repositories. Hackers have recently launched a supply chain attack targeting GitHub accounts associated with prominent open-source projects. By compromising these accounts, the attackers were able to inject malicious code into legitimate software projects, potentially putting countless users at risk. This attack is particularly concerning because it exploits the trust established within the open-source community. Developers often rely on third-party libraries and frameworks hosted on platforms like GitHub, trusting that they're secure and free from malicious alterations. So, how did the attackers infiltrate these accounts? Reports suggest that weak or reused passwords may have played a role, allowing the hackers to gain unauthorized access. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of strong password hygiene and the risks associated with password reuse. Businesses and developers alike should prioritize the use of unique, complex passwords for their accounts, along with regular password rotation and the implementation of additional security measures like two-factor authentication, 2FA. Our final story today brings us to the city of St. Cloud, where officials have been grappling with the aftermath of a ransomware attack. This incident has disrupted essential services, including email and online payment systems, causing significant inconvenience and potential financial losses for residents and businesses. Ransomware attacks continue to pose a significant threat to organizations of all sizes, exploiting vulnerabilities in software and systems to encrypt critical data and demand hefty ransoms for its release. In the case of St. Cloud, the attack has disrupted public services, highlighting the broader impact that ransomware can have on communities. So, how can organizations protect themselves from ransomware threats? Prevention is key. This includes implementing robust cybersecurity measures such as regular data backups, network segmentation, and employee training to recognize and respond to phishing attempts. Additionally, organizations should have incident response plans in place to quickly detect, contain, and recover from ransomware attacks, minimizing their impact on operations and reducing the likelihood of paying ransom demands. That wraps up today's episode of the Daily Threat. Remember, staying informed and proactive is crucial in the fight against cyber threats. Be sure to subscribe to the Daily Threat for daily updates on the latest cybersecurity news and best practices. And a special thanks to our sponsor, QIT Solutions, for their support in bringing you today's episode. Stay safe, and until next time, this has been the Daily Threat. Don't forget to subscribe to the Daily Threat for your daily dose of cybersecurity news and analysis. Stay ahead of the curve and protect your business from evolving threats. Subscribe now.